Alright everybody, welcome to Skill Up Dimension. Today we got here another video from one of the most popular game ever made, GTA 5 Online, aka Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. And today I would like to give you few tips and tricks how you can win every race, or basically how you can improve your chances to win every race. So let's go for it. Okay, first of all, Turbo Start. Even the GTA 5 is there since September 2013, there are still some players that do not know about the Turbo Start. Turbo Start is mechanic that you can use during all kind of races in GTA Online. Many people think that it is good to hold W for all 3-second countdown, but that is not true. For Turbo Start you need to hit W as fast as possible right at the time when start will appear on the screen. Thanks Turbo Start you can get some extra speed, thanks which you can escape from other drivers if you start first, or overtake few of them if you start in the middle or at the end of the starting field. It is really helpful in GTA Online races, so do not forget to use it. After few tries you will be able to do it during every one start of every race. But be careful, because that you know Turbo Start does not mean that players in front of you know how to use it as well. In this case, you can easily end in the back of car standing right in front of you and do not get any advantage from using the Turbo Start. So be aware of everything what is happening on the track, and in case you see that the car in front of you is not moving, simply change the direction to avoid the collision. Point number 2, Slipstream. If Slipstream is on, you use it. Slipstream is another mechanic available in GTA Online. As I do not like this mechanic in the game, because every time I first other drivers can easily catch me with Slipstream, but this mechanic is based on a real things. Simply said, when you are driving behind another driver, your max speed is increased. Thanks this, you can overtake quite easily. So every time you have the chance to use it, simply follow the car in front and overtake him. And if you know that you are first and the others are behind you, try to use your skill to get through the corners and so on as fast as possible to get in a so distance that they cannot use Slipstream anymore. Point 3. Use full width of the track. You may think that when you will go shorter distance through the corner, you will win. But the reality in racing is a bit different. You are trying to get through the corner as fast as possible and at the same time lost the minimum of the speed. For this you need to use full width of track so you could come fast to the corner and fast leave it. Plus, by using this trick you will get advantage on the following straight as well, as you will have higher speed at the corner exit in comparison with your opponents. What in the end means that you will reach your high speed on the straight faster than the others. Point number 4. Be careful. Always. Yeah, like in every race in the GTA 5 Online, you have to be careful. You don't want to crash much. You have to pay attention on the corners, what is happening on the track, to not just crash some another car who spinned or whatever else. So always be careful. Even more at the Los Santos street races, because during those races you can meet the car going even in the opposite direction to you, so you can crash even more easily. And the mega focus you have to pay in the first corner. The first corner is always the worst. If you can go through first corner or maybe first 2 corners, but primarily the first corner, if you can go through first corner without collision, you can get a lot by it. Like when you are starting first and you are still first after first corner, it is pretty good for you. But when you start at the midfield or end of the field, you can actually get few positions just by avoiding the collisions in the first corner, because very often there is like massive crash, and when you going just clean and straight through the corner, you can easily get over few of the cars that started in front of you. Also my advice is, in this case, use the turbo boost so you could actually try to be as much in front as you can, because in some races you can simply just use the turbo boost and then be first in the corner, first after the corner, and you don't even meet anybody. Next point is use shortcuts, but only if you know them well. As many of you already know, there are shortcuts on the street races at Los Santos. They are really shortcuts. You can earn a lot of time by using them, but many of them are tricky. You have to know them well, to you can drive them well, to you can earn some time. So use the shortcuts, but only if you know them well. If you don't know them well, I would advise you to practice those shortcuts mainly when you are at the end of the field and you have nothing else to lose, you know? Like when you are lost and you saying to yourself, okay, I will try to go through those shortcuts. After few uses, you will learn how to use them properly, and then you can earn the bonus time every time you will go the certain race. Point number 6, do not be afraid and use handbrake. This is mainly when the custom cars are off, because when the custom cars are on at the street races, they have quite a good handling, braking, steering. Like really, the car, when you can fully tune up your custom car at the street races Los Santos, you can earn a lot and you actually don't need to use the handbrake as much. But when you have just default car and the whole race is just with an default cars, you can earn a lot sometimes when you will use the handbrake, because some of the corners are just so hard to turn in that you need to help yourself with a handbrake. So do not be afraid to use it, but of course only in the corners, not on the straight. Jesus. Point number 7, choose the best car that fits to you, but also do not ignore stats. Yeah, this is right, even this Pontiac car or whatever has the best stats, but it may not fit to your driving style or your driving skills. So probably maybe this RX-7 or this new Supra would fit you more. You have to decide by yourself that which car is best for you, and you know, then just learn how it behaves on the track and win every race. Point number 8, use your skill. Yeah, having a speed and a speed car is nice, but you can do a lot with skill. You can get out from Slipstream by the skill. You can get into Slipstream just by using your skill. That means you are going through corners faster, thanks to using the full width of track. You can, use handbrake when you should use handbrake. You can use turbo start, you can use slipstream, you can use all various mechanics and driving styles so you can actually overtake or get the better times on one lap than the others. This is what I mean by use your skill. Use your driving skill to avoid collisions, to overtake, to drive clean, and mainly to win the races. Like, thanks to your skill, you can easily get into or get out of slipstream area. Also, thanks to skill, you can easily enter every shortcut and drive through it like a boss. You can also overtake everybody in the first straight or in the first corner, thanks to using your skill and your brain, and if you connect everything together, the speed will be so much more easy. Also, you need skill to avoid collision with any other cars on the track, and so on. So don't be afraid, just practice with your car, with one car I would rather advise, because if you will switch the car between every races, it may go wrong. But yeah, practice with your car, know how it is handling, how it brakes, how it accelerates, what it's doing, how it behaves on the track, and beat every of the opponent. Tip number 9, crashing is not an option. Like yeah, by crashing you can take down and like overtake one or two or few of your opponents, but in the end you can end even worse than them. Because you never know what will happen, you never know what the second driver will do and how you will end in the end of the crash. So in the end you can end in the spin and the second driver can easily go in the front. So do not crash much, it's really not worth it. Rather, as I said, use your skill to overtake in a clean way, and really, crashing is not an option. Of course, sometimes during the race you have to crash and somebody will crash you. Yeah, this is the race, but do not look for it, okay? Just try to avoid the crashes. Point number 10, if they set the custom on and you have no custom, do your best. This is a bit like what I said in the previous point, you have to combine it together, because really, in some races they set just custom cars on, even you have just a default car. In this case, you should not surrender. You should simply do your best, focus. In the worst case scenario, if you are lost, you can practice using shortcuts, you can practice using the full width of track, whatever else. Like, you can still do your best and at least get some experiences during this race. But still, do your best, because this that they have speed does not mean that they have skill. You may be better driver, you may really use better all of the points that I used till now. So never give up, do not disconnect, just simply ride. Maybe there will be some massive crash in the front and you will overtake at least few drivers. Maybe they will all crash out in the first corner and still you will have an advantage. So just simply focus on your race, do your best, don't focus on how strong opponents' cars are, rather focus on the track and what should you do the best, the drive. And the last but not least, the point is never give up. And this is completely like maybe just the plus connection to the 10th point, but even you are lost and you think you have no chance to win, never give up. Anything can happen till the end of the race, anything. So just don't give up, drive your race and do your best. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I guess for this video. I really hope I helped you. I really hope you like this. If you want to see more tutorial videos from GTA 5 online, simply hit the like button. If you want, you can follow us on our socials as well, like Instagram and TikTok. Links are in description. And also you can become a member of our special killer group, what will unlock you multiple perks. So ladies and gentlemen, but this is really all. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and see ya at the next video. Goodbye.